What's up, everybody, and welcome to the Vibe Lounge. Now, look, I'm gonna jump straight into it because I know y'all seen that title, right? This next season is gonna cause for you to be super, super cutthroat. You feel what I'm saying? You are going to a new space where everybody, of course, cliche, can't go with you. But that's the people who were from the past. Today's reading is going to be about the future. I am here to tell you about some things that are coming. And this is where you're going to have to get up that strength to be super, super cutthroat. Now, I'm going to say this, and you guys are probably going to get sick of hearing me say it one day, but my ministry is for those who are on their way to stardom. You're going to be a star, right? If you know that, believe that, you've already been seeing the visions of that, then this is just the confirmation, okay? Especially chosen ones, 144,000 light workers, whatever you consider yourself, we all going up, okay? So collectively, this vibe is super, super cutthroat because it's not just the people from the past. It's like you've cleared that, right? You've done that work. You've sealed that energy up, but it doesn't mean that it's over. That was a test. That was preparation. And although it may have been hard, you could potentially walk straight back into that same energy with the same types of people if you don't cut it off at the door. Okay. You're going to cut that energy off at the door. Right. So we're going to be jumping into this vibe to see why you're going to have to be super cutthroat coming up. A lot of you guys are going to the next level. A lot of you guys will be stars. A lot of you guys, if you're not already an entrepreneur, if you're not already in your own lane doing your own thing, then this is what's coming for you. But they're going to be people who see what you have going on. And they're going to be sneaky. I forgot the letters, the words that I got earlier today. I was writing down the words that were associated with kind of like the visions that I was getting. And a lot of them were words like charmer, words like hidden motives. There were just lots of words that were low vibrational to describe what it is that you're going to have to be cutthroat about. Now, I also want to mention the phrase familiar spirits, right? So, although you may have left a certain energy in the past, it doesn't mean that spirit, that energy, and that vibe has not been like following you or coming back around to see if it can get a little bit more of you, a little bit more of a slice of you. So, you're going to have to watch for familiar spirits, okay? Now, I do want to make this clear. I have an announcement. Something huge is happening in my life, and I'm including you guys in this wonderful experience that we're going to have together. Okay, so please be on the lookout. I'm going to do a video, or I'm possibly going to go live and just explain everything that's going on. I'm going to tell you guys how you can get involved with it. And listen, it's going to be an opportunity. Okay, it's going to be a way for you guys to come up and a way for me to help you guys come up. Okay, so be on the lookout for that. And if you're on Patreon, you probably have already heard the announcement. And if not, you're hearing the announcement before the end of the month. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into this cutthroat reading. Okay, why are you gonna have to be cutthroat? Is something coming? Is new people coming? People are going to want to be a part of whatever you have going on. But something about this vibe and this energy ain't right. Let's see what we got. Look, friendship and union. Okay. The very first thing that I'm getting with this, do not mix your friends with your business during this time. Okay, that's important for somebody. You're pursuing a dream, right? You're making things happen. Especially for some of you guys who are in relationships like these unions. Don't mix right now that partnership in with the business. Okay, now this is for people who are, you're an entrepreneur and then you just recently got into a relationship, or you're dating and you're feeling somebody. So it's like, you know what? I could bring that person along with me. What this is saying is, hold on, wait a minute, whoa. Let's get things established, get things legally in your name first, get all of your assets together and make sure you know what's what. Because once you start blurring those lines, what I'm seeing later on in the future is you becoming something and somebody feel like, well, I helped you do something and I was with you and I did whoop, 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 and blah, 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 blah. And remember when you did my this and you told me that? Lawsuits, feelings, butt hurt, all kind of stuff that you're going to have to pay for in the future. Watch out. Be more, discerning with your friendships and your unions. Yeah, that's your friend. Remember I told you one of them words I got earlier was charming. Okay, so this could be a lover. And I'm talking about new things, new things. I'm not talking about these old lovers from the past, unless it's the old lover coming back and they're charming. They've changed. They see something in you. That's what I'm trying to tell you. They see something in you. Okay, let's see what else we got. Ha, come on now. We're going to make it clear today. We're going to make it clear today. Virgo, was that you over on Patreon who got that no? That big fat no? Same vibe, same energy. You're going to have to be cutthroat. And I was telling them on Patreon, like, don't she look like, remember back in the day in the WWF, they'd be like, suck it. And they give you that hand signal over their crotch area. That's what it looked like no ma'am. Okay, so let me put these together just to make it a little bit more clear. We got the friendships in the union. No, not today, ma'am. I love you, but not today. I love you, but you can't go. I love you, but you gotta stay right there. Okay, just for a season. Cutthroat. Not everybody going. Are you involved with what we doing right here? Okay, I'm gonna need for you to stay home. Okay, you can be loving, sweet, kind, all of that, but you're gonna have to be cutthroat in areas when it pertains to your dream. Okay, let's see the last oracle card. Ease and grace. That's what I'm saying. You don't have to be mean. You can still be kind. But when it comes to, I'm sorry, this is going to be your friends. This is going to be, love. And again, these are people from the past, but these are also people from the future too. So it's going to be people who want to be your friend, who seem very friendly. But the light that you carry, whether you know it or not, is very bright. And a lot of people can see it, especially coming in this next season. So you're going to have to stay in your space of discernment so you can understand, okay, these friendships and these unions, they may be cool, but there are boundaries, deep boundaries. And I keep getting it in a way because maybe you don't see what's coming. You don't want to give in or settle for something now, and then in the future it's like, oh, if I would have known that I was going to become this or become that, I would have never signed that contract. I would have never worked with those people. I would have never did this. I would have never did that. This is what you're being told to do right now. Okay, some of y'all are about to come into some big contracts, right? You don't want to tell the wrong person who's going to talk you out of it. Some of y'all gonna come into some snake contracts. You want to make sure that you got a good team of people. And you hear me saying these big things. So if it's just you by yourself right now, you better get ready, because you about to pick your team of people. You about to hire people. You about to put other people in position. And you're going to have to discern each and every single one of those individuals. Okay. And you're going to have to break it down spiritually from your level of discernment to decide who goes with you. I also got this early, and I'm going to get to the tarot, but let me give you everything that I got. I got it earlier where you're going to have to use people that you know are snakes. You're going to have some snakes in your grass. They're not necessarily going to have access to you like that, but you will have some snakes, but you will be able to use them. And when I say snakes, I'm not necessarily talking about, everybody's bad or whatever, but everybody's not here just to be your friend because you're so wonderful and so great. There are going to be, that's the word, here's the key word, opportunists. You're going to run into some opportunists. But listen here, some of those opportunists can also have opportunities. So what I'm being told to tell you is that not everybody has to be a throwaway. Some people can be you sit right there. Okay. Even with like some people who be like, okay, you a goon, but I might need a goon one day. So you stay right there. Matter of fact, give me your number. I might give you a call one day. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to be cutthroat with everybody. Some people you might be able to keep around. Okay. Now that's just a side bit information. I mean, you know what I mean? Take that how it applies. Now let's go ahead and let's get to this reading. You're going to be cutthroat. Oh, and that's the other thing. You better get used to saying this word right here. Okay. You can say it's soft. You can say it's sweet. What's her name? Shonda Rhimes. She said how she say it. No, is oh, I'm sorry, I can't. Okay. Let us see. Let's start off right now with what's going on. What's the current vibe right now? What we got? Uh-oh. Cutthroat City. Look at all them knives. So some of y'all been told, listen, the reason why you may feel bound or you may feel anxious is because you got all this energy coming in, maybe spiritually. It could be physically happening, or it could all be in your mind, that you're all tied up or that you're stuck some way, somehow. And this is too many obligations. This is too many yeses. This is trying to people please many different things in many different areas. And you're being bound by your own I have to be here for these people. I have to do this for that people. People pleasing at this time is going to be a no for me, dog. Okay, that's another part of cutthroat. If cutthroat to you means no more people pleasing, then that's what's going to free you. The same thing that you're probably afraid of during this time to do is going to probably be the same thing that if you do it, it's going to set you free. Okay, a lot of y'all feel stuck because you may not be moving in the direction that you want to because number one, other people's opinion about what you're doing. Number two, the fact that you have obligations over here and obligations over there. Number three, you're not trusting your own intuition and discernment, knowing these the moves I'm supposed to make. And if anybody get in my way, they gotta go. But instead, sometimes what we do is we let those other obligations, we let other people's thoughts and opinions, and then we even let our own negative, low vibrational thoughts and opinions hold us back. So even if you have to be cutthroat to your own negative thoughts, cut them off. Let's see what we have crossing this right now. Oh, you know what I'm seeing with this too? Okay, there's somebody, now watch this, for the future, who's going to come to you like this. Guilt trips. You're going to have to be cutthroat when it comes to guilt trips. Oh, I'm suffering. Oh, I ain't got this. I ain't got that. Listen, baby, I'm going to pray for you. You know what I'm saying? We're offering this time is hope and prayer. But right now, during this time, you cannot play, look at that. For whatever reason, I get ring around the rosy. It's like somebody may feel like this. And the type of power you carry, the type of vibration that you are on, somebody's going to say, hey, listen, light worker, excuse me, chosen one, do you mind holding my hand and playing a ring around the rosy? And then you sitting up there feeling guilty and feeling, oh, I'm obligated to help, and I gotta, because it's my friend, and and then this is what you're gonna look like. Okay, somebody wants you to hold their hand, play ring around the rosy with them, and ultimately get yourself tied up. Okay, but the answer is gonna be no. Cutthroat. Sob stories. I'm sorry. I'm gonna pray for you. But I ain't got this. I ain't got that. Oh. I'm gonna pray for you. Okay, let's see. What is it crossed by? Because you got something else to do. You're on a journey. A lot of you guys are getting, and I was saying this on Patreon, a lot of you guys are getting brand new assignments. That's why you got to pay attention to them dreams and them visions and stuff. And you cannot listen to what other people are saying to you at this time. Let me tell you why. Some of y'all are getting information that ain't never been received before on this planet. Okay? Now, I don't know about other dimensions and other realms, but as far as this dimension, in this space, in this time, you're receiving information that has never existed on this 3D plane before. You're ushering it in. The new ideas, the new methods, the new strategies of success. Some of y'all are writing the books and the blueprints to brand new manifestations, creating things, and you're getting this information. But if the wrong person gets in 2 feet of you and this information, oh, you're going to be crazy. Something wrong with you. You're going to get gossiped about, all of that, which would ultimately lead to what? You feel me? So you're going to have to go off into your own thing quietly. Okay? This is a journey for one. This is an airplane with 1 seat, 1 pilot, and you have 1 job. You got 1 place to go. Whatever it is that you're about to be blessed with, whether it's your own business, your own company, your own household, your own car, whatever it is that you're about to get, that is yours. It's coming from somewhere else. And I'm talking about another plane. You're bringing it in from a whole nother dimension. Nobody around you is going to understand how you did this thing. They're going to be scratching their head trying to figure out, especially for some of y'all, because it's going to go from rags to riches. It's going to go from night to day, just like that. They're going to wonder, wasn't you just struggling? Were you just over there crying, wiping your tears because you got a divorce? Were you just over there? Didn't you just get fired? How did you go from that to this overnight? Now, to you may know your struggle. You know your pain. You know your journey. But to somebody else, they're going to be looking at you like, wow, well, if you did it for you, you can do it for me too. Okay? All depends on what your assignment is. If your assignment is to reach and and do wherever this is telling you to go, then go for it. But what I'm telling you is the message that I've been receiving is that you're gonna have to get cutthroat, because there's gonna be a multitude of people and you ain't gonna be able to please everybody. Let me see what's going on. Okay, this card wants to, it's like begging me to take it. The deep root of things. Why are we here? Why are we here today, collective? Because it's a whole empire at stake. It's a whole empire at stake. You're not on the journey for nothing. You're not being given this brand new information for nothing. It's like if you're ushering it in and you're going to change the world in a sense, then don't you think you should be king or something? You know, like queen or something? Like, you deserve a high position for it, right? The heavens wouldn't whisper to you, 7.5 billion people on Earth, according to what, the 2020 census? 7.5 billion people on Earth, but the whole heavens have decided, oh, we're going to vote to tell just you, and you're going to bring it in. Don't you think you deserve a throne? So that's what's coming. So that's why we're here. This is what's at stake. Okay. So for those of you who feel like, oh, I'm trapped. Oh, you know, the anxiety is killing me. Oh, I don't want to go out there because I can't please everybody. Or I'm going to have to hear so many different opinions and blah, 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 and all these different things. Cutthroat. Because this king don't care. Okay. Or cares to a certain extent. Now, this is the other thing. A lot of you all look like this to other people right now. Or very soon you will. Wealthy, or at least you got yourself together. You know, you got your own place. You got your own this or that. Male or female energy, take it how it applies. But a lot of people may feel like you're already there. And if you're not already there, people say that's where you're headed. Okay. So if you have a group of people who want to join you, this is what they see. Okay. And this is why your discernment has to be at an all-time high, because again, cutthroat. This king, oh, he cared about society, but he's cutthroat because he knows his position would be a lot better if he could utilize his wealth to like help everybody, as opposed to taking you by your hand. One, I'm trying to please you and please you and please you. This king understands I can't please everybody, but I'm going to do what's overall best for the collective, right? So a lot of y'all going to be put in that position where you may have people, I don't understand why. If you got it, then why you can't give it? You ever heard people say, you ever heard people complain about other people who have money, but they won't give it to them? So now you got to sit there and hear them clown this person. Meanwhile, you kind of looking at them in the side eye like, well, why don't you go get a job? You know, but that's how people are going to be looking. And maybe for some of you all, this is some insight, because I'm also getting this. Some of y'all feel guilty that when people ask you for stuff, you have to be on your cutthroat and you have to say no, because you know what you're working towards, right? And you get gossiped about. Now I'm pulling up some, okay, here we go. You get gossiped about, right? But the stuff that people say about you makes them look really weak. How you gonna get all that and get you a new job and you don't even want to help me pay my bills? Ain't they mean? Okay, that's the gossip about some of y'all. Okay, that you would get your throne, that you would get this, but you won't come bring me out of my misery. Some people don't understand the mind of a king. That's why there are not many kings, queens, empresses, emperors. It's not many of them. Okay. That's a whole new way of thinking. That's why you're getting these new downloads, because you ain't going to think like everybody else. Let's see. And I was going to say there's a price for that, because at some point that's going to make you the outcast. Let's see what happens, or what happened in the past. Oh, see, you happened in the past with your generous self. You see, this is why you're going to have so many people, whether from the past or in the future, who are coming. They're going to say, oh my God, you so generous. We saw what you did for the this, and we saw what you did for the that. You do it for us. This is what you used to be. You used to be a people pleaser. You used to, or could have been a giver. You just always give. It doesn't matter what people ask you for. You'll break your back. You will jump through a fire hoop. You will do backflips down the street. Whatever you could do, whatever they asked, you were there. The phone rings. I'm on my way. You know, I ain't got it. Well, check your bank account once again. You know, whatever the case may be, you were there. You see those hands sticking out? You was that dude. You was that chick. But you know what? I'm gonna just sit there right there. Uh-huh. This is what you're being told to be cutthroat about. Now you protecting your great-great-grandchildren's wealth. Okay. And I'm getting stuff like, I'm gonna just tell you, this probably gonna be what we at? Man, we had 20 minutes already. Listen, this might be a long one. And we're gonna continue it on Patreon. Because I'm seeing things or hearing things like applies ran off on the plug twice. Like if they did it before, they're gonna do it again, but in a grander way. This time you have to be cutthroat because you've forgiven people who have wronged you behind your back and you don't even know about it. You've sat face to face with people who have maybe, just got done clowning you and dogging you, and now they're in your face asking you for your help. Right? These are, now we still talking about the past. These are friendships and unions. Okay. These were things that were happening. Right? You had some man complaining about you to a third party, another woman, and then he come back to your house to sleep for free without paying no bills. You know what I mean? It's like you got a lot of nerve. You got a lot of nerve. But these are the same people who may expect this same people pleasing energy again. You're being told no. And you cannot have no guilt about it because that guilt is low vibrational. You're up here on this vibe, but you got this low vibrational guilt vibe. What you think that's going to do? It's going to bring you down. You got an A in one class, an F in one class. They give you a C average, right? You believe in yourself, but you got a lot of guilt. You're going to be average. Okay. Let's go ahead and see what's in the headspace. This is either your headspace or in the people who on their way. Oh, this is what I have to offer you. I forgot who I was telling that to on Patreon. It's one of them signs. It could have been Virgo, but it's just like somebody I need to come live with you. I need to come live with you for a week. Can you see that? I need you to help me pay off my mortgage. Remember like you did last time? And I said I was going to pay you back, but I didn't. And this really don't have nothing to do with money per se, as it has to do with the energy and the vibration of, I know I can take advantage of you. Some way, somehow, I can manipulate you into getting what I want. Okay. Some way, somehow, although I know I don't have anything to offer back, some way, somehow, I still feel entitled to what you have because, well, you have it. You see what I'm saying? And this is the type of energy you're being told to say no to. Not necessarily for money purposes, but for vibration purposes. Vibrational currency during this time costs a lot. Hey, listen, they keep talking about inflation, right? Okay, the price of my time just went up. The price of access to my good high vibrational energy just went up. It did. It's inflation everywhere, even spiritually. We all got to rise and go up to a new level, But you got some people who don't want to. They want you to go to a new level and throw down a rope, which is fine in some cases, but not today. Let's see what's in the near future. Ooh, something is going to come out about this. So some type of secret is coming out. You're going to see exactly why. And this to me is speaking to the hidden motives, the behind the scenes, the background, the things that are, the illusions that people paint in your face. These are the impressions. This is the representative who steps forward and who gives you the great speech and the warm feelings, the charmer, right? But the discernment says, let's lift up the veil and see what's really going on. Let's move and clear the smoke so I can really see you. Okay. And that's what's about to happen. So this could be a dream that you have, a revelation you get. It could be this reading, but you're going to be asked in the near future, look a little bit closer. Is something an illusion? Is someone painting an illusion? I feel that Cardi B in my spirit. What is the reason? What's the reason? Have you ever stopped instead of just, oh, well, come on in and just buddying up, partnering up? Have you ever stopped to think, well, what is the reason? Okay. And I think in a little while, you're going to realize, well, what's the reason? You've been going out of my life. I wasn't doing much when you were there. And then I leave and I become the king. I become the queen. And now you're back. Well, what is the reason? You know? Now, for some of y'all, this is coming with a warning. I'm saying, oh dang, and those are two dogs too. I was gonna say I've seen a leash on a dog, and you know when the dog is running and the leash tightens, like he run out of slack and it yoinks him backwards. Okay, somebody had you on a leash, but you was running, and can you imagine if the dog run and it snaps the chain? Like completely snaps it off the fence and keeps running as if they didn't even know they was chained up in the first place. Okay, now somebody running out. Where's my dog? Where's my dog? All over the street. Okay, sorry to tell you, but you was maybe that dog. Okay, not in a bad way, but it's just like you're the one that got away. Friend, business, any of that. Okay, lovers, you're the one that got away. You snapped the chain that you didn't even know was there. That's because the person thought they had a strong chain, but in fact, it wasn't as strong as they thought. What does that mean? That means somebody thought they had a hold on you. Somebody may have thought you was that stupid, that gullible, that dumb, that naive. Somebody may have thought that you really liked them that much. Somebody may have thought they put the voodoo, the JJ on you, or they gave you that D so good that you just couldn't resist. You was just gonna be trapped up in that chain. But you didn't even know that that's what was going on. Until you look back and rested and was like, what's this around my neck? Is this a chain? Oh, I was supposed to be held up somewhere? Okay, but anyway, the whole what is the reason is about to be exposed. You're going to know it. Now let's see. What does someone fear? Okay, it's like it's cutthroat season. What do you fear? What do they fear? What's the fear energy here? Oof, yeah. That I'm gonna have to sit with that. Now, this works one of two ways. You have a fear of being cutthroat. You have a fear of saying no because you people pleased for so long that you know it's gonna hurt some feelings. Okay. But what if I told you that this information or the thing that's gonna be exposed was meant to hurt your feelings? It's like at this point, it's you or me. Who is it gonna be? Okay. And I hate to say it like that, but again, it's cutthroat. I don't want to sit here in pain. I got dreams. I don't got time to sit here and cry. I got to write my plans and do this and get that going. You know, I got meetings and all that kind of stuff. I don't have time to sit here and cry. Okay. And the thing is, maybe someone feels like without you, that's what they're going to do. The fear is if I don't get you back, if we don't join in this friendship and this union, if I come back with this Page of Cups and I get rejected with that big fat no, then I'm going to be sitting here looking like this. Okay. And I'm going to say something. I'm going to just say something. Somebody would rather you be this so you could sit next to them and continue to be who they wanted you to be, as opposed to you just going off on your own journey to become this. Some of y'all going to be better off leaving certain energies and certain people behind. But this right here, somebody don't want to sit in no heartbreak energy. Somebody don't want this Three of Swords energy. It could be these friendships, these unions. It could be you who's going to have that guilt trip. Remember, I told you, you got an A and you got an F. Now you're going to be average at a C. Okay. If you don't have the ability to say no. Who wants to achieve what you've wanted to achieve, but still be heartbroken, sad, depressed, and miserable? You want to be wealthy, healthy, happy, successful, all those good things, you know? I want to clarify. This will be something that I clarify. Because when we go to Patreon, we're going to take it deeper. But what are we talking about here with this heartbreak card? That's the fear. Your name is being cleared. Oh. So this is a twist. This is a little bit of a twist. So remember I was saying that the people go back and they gossip about you, but they say things like, oh, you're mean because... And somebody may have always wondered, why were you mean? Or why this person don't like you? Like the person may never have disclosed to them what you did to them that was so evil. But then they find out because they didn't pay your whole rent. Cause remember we went to the mall the other day and you bought them Jordans, like you had some money, you know what I mean? Like, but so you supposed to buy Jordans and they gonna pay you like, but they had it. It's like the more somebody tried to explain how evil you were, the more they did you a favor and cleared your name and made you look better. Because somebody somewhere, thank God, had some common sense to see, wait a minute, that's not you. That's you, stupid. But they may not have said that. But in their heart and their mind, they had to let up on some energy with you of negativity. Because it's like, well, maybe you ain't as bad as I thought. I thought you was evil. I thought you did something like, stole from them or, did something really bad, hurt them in some kind of way. But yeah, I can understand. There's a new level of understanding that you're about to get from past people because the people are going to start telling on themselves. Okay? Information is going to start coming out that's going to clear your name and make you look like you was right all along. Let's see how you're being viewed though. So from what other perspective are you being viewed right now? What I tell you, what I say, that's that judgment card right there. The way that people are seeing you now is completely different. Your name is being cleared. And you know what's so sad? Because that's in the fear position. This is what somebody fears. That everything that I lied on your name about is going to be exposed and I'm going to be the one sitting with egg on my face. Somebody's real life scared that their lies will be exposed and you will be looked at like the person who you always said you was. That you will be, that you will have, that you will manifest all of the things that you say you want to manifest, even in the face of everybody who had you all wrong. And sometimes that's the beauty of it. Like, all these people got you messed up, but them gonna be all the same people who gonna be like, oh, I get it now, and you will have been so much further ahead because you traveled the road less traveled as everybody else went off in the same direction, only to turn around and realize, man, we should have went that way, But your name is being cleared. People are about to see you for who you always were. People are going to be really ready to admit to themselves that I had you messed up. You really are better than I thought you was. Have you ever done that before? You thought you had somebody figured out, and then you really got to know that person. Like, man, you super cool. That's how it is. Watch this. I don't like them. They super cool. Let's link up. Okay? Okay. That's what I'm talking about too when I say future people. So a lot of y'all may get future people coming towards you who have associated with other people that lied on you. They've switched how they feel about you, and now they're ready to rock. But you're going to roll right on the other direction, okay? Okay. Let us see. And that's just your advice. Now, you can do what you want. You grown. Do what you want. Okay, let's see what the hope is. What is somebody hoping for? Oh, wow. So they want an even bigger cup. Okay, so somebody's going to come with this, like, listen, and they want that heartfelt, nurturing, dare I say, people pleasing. Give me what you have. All I have is a fish. You have some wine. Won't you pour us both an even cup? This queen right here is the one that you ask, can I come live with you for a month? Okay. Now, for some of you all, again, you may feel you can do that. And there are seasons of time where you can go opening your doors for people to live with you. You can go opening your doors to go feed and do and pay people's bills and all of that. That's not the point of today's reading. Or whenever you're seeing this, timeless. This is what somebody is hoping to get. They want you to give them that nurturing. Give me a hug. Give me a bed. Give me your shoulder to crown, you know? And at this season, that's not going to work. This is not an emotional season. This is more of a logical season. What makes sense? Not what feels good in my heart. It may feel good in your heart to take in somebody. But if you wake up the next morning and you got robbed, yeah, well, wasn't really smart, was it? Okay? I'm telling you. Be easy. Let's see. What's the outcome? How we wrapping this up? Ooh, that's what I'm talking about. Now that's what I'm talking about. This is what they want. Oh, well, come on in. Sure, I'll cook you some food too. Let me iron your clothes, do your laundry. Wait, let me get out the vacuum and the air freshener, all this stuff. That's what they want. This what they gonna get. Cutthroat, because you got that sword, because you've been told that your biggest answer is no. Okay. Now, how we gonna read in the reading like that? For real? With the queen of swords? She don't play that. No, sir. No, you may not. See, again, what makes sense? What makes sense? I said logic. We ain't doing the heart. See, oh my God, this is perfect. This is with the heart. This is how maybe some of y'all may have been leading. And that's okay for a certain period of time. That's okay for a certain season. Not this season. Not this season. Boundaries. Well, you know, the hotel, not too far up the town, street, the road. You know, can I come live with you? No, it's a hotel. Can you pay my bill? You know who's hiring right now? Trader Joe's. Yeah, you can go and bag some groceries or something. You know what I mean? You may not necessarily feel comfortable telling people no, but maybe you can give them a suggestion, a strong suggestion to go look over there. Okay, just not here. Wow, collective. I'm trying to really spend some time here. We're gonna go up to the Patreon and we're gonna do this thing even deeper. I want to do a reading on Patreon, and I wrote this down a little bit earlier. What others see in you versus what you see in yourself. Okay, and this may help you to understand why your word of the season is gonna be I can't do that. Or, you know, like really help you to ease and to understand like who you are. Because some of you all, and I told this to the Patreon, there was a meme that I saw that said, life can be so subtle sometimes that you would have literally walked into your dream life and didn't even notice. Some of y'all have become this King of Pentacles in your own right or in the eyes of others, and you didn't even know it. So you just left and right, people pleasing, back bending, jumping through fire hoops, doing what everybody wants you to do, being everything, everywhere, being the best friend, and this and that, and whoop, and you being told, okay, baby, that was cool, but we need you to switch up the vibe. You see that up there? That's the spaceship. It's coming in with some new intel, and that's what we got to focus on as the collective to get this planet up to where it needs to be. Okay, I had a crazy dream about an alien invasion hoax. I might tell y'all about it. Okay, I'm still letting it marinate. Okay, it was crazy though. Okay, so that's what I get here. We're going over to the Patreon. What do others see in you versus like what do you see in yourself, and like where's the disconnect, so that you know, okay, wait a minute, wait. So I'm all of that. Well, gee, maybe I do need to be a little bit more exclusive. Maybe everybody don't need to have access to me. Maybe I don't need to be casting my pearls before swine. Ain't that what they say? Yeah. So that's what we get. So going over to the Patreon, link in the description box. If this is where it ends for you, thank you so much. I appreciate you guys for all of your likes, your subscribes, your shares. If you're not subscribed to the channel, I will have you my subscribers. So go ahead, hit that subscribe button. Other than that, I'll see y'all in the next video.